Welcome back to Chasing the Weekday. We're Matt and Bethany, and we travel the country with our dog and 2 kids.
This video, we're going to go into a little bit of the things that we've learned while living in a camper full time. We realized that we hadn't done a full camper tour yet, so that's what we're going to do today. Matt's going to tell you the specs about this camper.
All right, so we've got a 2025 Keystone Alpine Avalanche Edition, 379 MB, which stands for mid-bunk.
So we've lived in this camper since last July, and we've packed it to the brim, or to capacity.
Yeah, so it's 43 foot long. The maximum weight rating of this RV is 16,600 pounds, and we've got it loaded to about 16.5. So we are almost at full capacity.
Because we've been traveling, we've learned a lot through the last few months. So today we're going to show you the camper, but we're also going to tell you some of the lessons that we learned and show you some of the organization hacks that we've come up with since starting our journey.
So stick around for a full RV tour.
So we're going to start off our RV tour right here in the kitchen. So when we were looking at different campers, I wanted a kitchen that was nice and big, and that's what this model had. It has enough room for all 4 of us to be in here when at once if we need it, and it's crowded, but it's not terrible. I will say that one of the lessons that we've learned is that because the kitchen is in the back, that means that everything back here is going to bounce when you're going down the road. If you haven't seen a previous episode, we've had quite the catastrophe in this fridge. Every shelf in it is broken at this point. So when we travel, we basically have to empty everything out of this and put it all in the 2 drawers because it does not travel well. So that's one lesson that we learned immediately. And we've decided no more rear kitchen in the next model that we get. Another thing that we've learned, thankfully this one we didn't learn the hard way. We learned from somebody else's mistake, not our own. These cabinets are really great. This is what I call my pantry. But when you are traveling down the road, they need to be empty. So because of that, I got these baskets and I fill everything in these baskets on travel day, and then I put them in the floor. Because if we didn't do that, the weight of these bouncing back here could literally rip the cabinets off the wall. So we have to be really careful about what we put in there on travel days. In fact, we put nothing in there on travel days just to be safe. We have a great 3-burner stove, and then we also use an air fryer. I prefer an air fryer to an oven, and so we have that. We have these baskets that I found at Walmart that I put all of our spices in because they were going everywhere. Every travel day, they would just fly everywhere. It's kind of messy right now, but that's okay. And then to add some additional space in here, we have purchased this. I'm not even sure exactly what it was. It was from Walmart.
I think it was a can rack.
Oh yeah, it's a can rack.
It was for cans.
But I liked it for our plates and our bowls. And we do use paper plates. I'm sorry, but I'm not washing all that all the time because even though the sink is great, it's just not for me. So we have this that helps with storage in our cabinets, which if you can't tell, they're big cabinets. I mean, it's a nice big space for our stuff. And I think that's pretty much the kitchen.
Yeah, so tons of, honestly, really tons of room. For an RV kitchen, I'd say this is one of my favorites. The only thing that I can say that would be better is the front kitchen models that we've looked at. We originally, a long time ago, we really fell in love with the front kitchen fifth wheels, but you just can't get a front kitchen fifth wheel with room for your kids.
Yeah.
So it's a two-edged sword because I'm so ready for the day that we can downsize to a smaller RV, smaller truck, go see a little bit more, get into some nicer places, neater places, I guess. But I'm not ready for my kids to grow up and leave.
Yeah.
So they're probably ready.
I think they're ready.
But yeah, I'm not.
Especially that teenager. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that.
So this is for your trash cans. It's got 2 trash cans in there. I will blur them out.
Which we had to modify.
Oh, we did, yeah. That's in another video. We had to cut the trash cans down so that they would actually fit in the drawer. And all of our drawer guides are the screws are stripping out of them, of everything. So everything's like that. Which brings us to our next point. We have a name for our RV.
Oh, yes. So a couple weeks ago, we were getting ready for this big trip, and Matt was walking around the camper, and he said, every screw in this camper is stripped. And we started laughing immediately and decided that we would have to name our camper a stripper name. So we present to you the name of our camper, which is...
Cinnamon with an S.
So we have Big Booty Judy, which is our truck, and her girlfriend, Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't know why.
Her friend. Her
Not
friend.
that kind of, her best
Yeah,
friend.
her friend. Her bestie.
Her bestie, Cinnamon.
Yeah, her high maintenance bestie.
For sure. She's definitely high maintenance. She's beautiful, but she is high maintenance, which is usually the way it goes with girls that are beautiful. So.
Well, you're not high maintenance.
I am too. What are you talking about? I made you buy a $90,000.
We're in a $90,000 piece of junk.
I'm definitely high maintenance. All right, so we're going to move on next to our little office area. So let's talk about that.
What we have here is all kinds of stuff. So down here, we keep our printer, and then just some basic tools that I need to use every now and then so that I don't have to go outside to get them if I want to fix something. Up here this is basically our junk tub. It's extra screws, extra all kinds of stuff like tape and glue and stuff like that. And this is just papers and stuff. But this is really cool. I really like this. Kind of an office space. It's not an office, but it is kind of an office space. So if you need to work on a project, you can spread all your stuff out and really get some work done. Then here we keep all our computers and stuff, which you can't really see right now, but computers, tablets, stuff like that. A lot of camera accessories, computer accessories in there.
All neatly organized.
For the most part. Yeah. We've got a pharmacy up here.
Literally.
Because I don't go anywhere without taking a tub of medicine with me. Just because. Anyway. And then more like first aid kit and...
Boys homeschool stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the boys' papers and stuff are up here. And folders. And our calendar, which we really like. So this is glass. It's actually like tempered glass. And I've been amazed at how well it's held up. Like, we put this on before we ever left on our trip.
It was an Amazon find.
Yeah, this calendar has been probably over 6,000 miles right here. And these kind of like screw on. They didn't screw on very good, so I put a red Loctite on them. So it's never coming off.
So that was an Amazon find. And then, like I said, our boys homeschool. So they have a lot of supplies in this cabinet that we keep in there. That's something that we have been working on, is like their homeschooling. So the boys both do homeschool and we both work from home. So we are in this camper a lot. So there's that. I forgot to talk about my Amazon find for the dog. So if you have pets, this is one of the greatest little finds on Amazon. It has a dog food bowl with ridges to help slow him down and a floater top with water to help him from guzzling the water. He still gets water everywhere, but it does help. So that's a cool Amazon find. Next thing we're going to talk about is the living room. I don't know if you can see it. I bet you can.
We'll get this out of here.
So right here is the shelf that Matt built for our couches to go up on.
From the factory, this model of fifth wheel, when we bought it, these chairs, this couch basically, is basically two chairs. They come apart. And they come apart so that you can move them for travel. We didn't find that out till after we bought it, that you had to move them. I don't know why we didn't find out, but anyway, you can see where the slide out is. So that board on the slide out right there comes right across the front of these chairs if they're just sitting here. So we had to move them, turn this one sideways and move this one to the kitchen for travel days. And that is kind of a pain. And so I looked at a video of the new model of this RV, and they fixed that by, I think, putting thinner thinner couches in. So I was in here one day and I thought I need to figure something out to make this easier for us. So I made like a stool, like a step for the back of these to go on for travel day. So it literally just, it's hard, but they literally just go up here and it's carpet. So it matches the rest. It matches the carpet in the upstairs, which it goes up a little bit further for travel day, but you see it kind of just moves it out of the way just enough, and it stays there because of the carpet. We haven't had any trouble with it.
There's that. And then the next modification we had was I asked Matt to build us a little shelf back here behind the couch. The reason why there's a gap there is because there is an electrical box down there, right?
Yeah, right in that corner. There's, I guess, where the electrical cords come in to the slide out for this outlet here and these switches.
So it leaves a pretty good gap between the wall and the seat here. Unfortunately, this seat didn't have anywhere to put like your drinks or anything like that when you're sitting down. And so I thought, why don't we put a little shelf back there and then we can put our drinks up on that. And it covers that whole hole. And then we had some leftover materials from a warranty build. And so this actually is the exact material that is in this camper. So it matches perfectly. We didn't have to do any modifications to color or anything like that.
Yep, it came straight from Keystone.
That was a great addition. I love it.
Yeah.
Except now it catches trash.
It does. It does. But
Because
it's okay.
we have preteen and teenager boys. So
yeah.
Teenage boys.
So right here we got our electric fireplace, which I don't need the heat on right now. But anyway, we don't use it a ton. I never leave it on overnight. We just use it during the day. We got a 65-inch TV that is not mounted very good. It is floppy.
Let me show you from the side. Yeah, that's fun.
So anyway, it comes with straps to strap it in during travel day. But if we keep this camper, I've already got the mount to replace that one. I'm just haven't put it on yet. And if we're not going to keep the camper, I'm not going to put it on because I'll use it on the new camper. But anyway, so this is where we store our weights down here for working out.
This is my Bass Pro Shop find.
Mm-hmm.
Matt cut it down so that we could keep it mounted there because it was a little thicker and it wouldn't fit with the slide out. So he had to trim some of the back off. And then I got these at Smallwoods and they're really light and we put them up before we left and they have not moved.
Yep, everything has been perfect up there. Ceiling fan is pretty cool. I don't know if it's 12 volt or 110. I'm assuming it's 12 volt so you can run it off your batteries. But anyway, it's perfect for the summertime, spring, fall, summer. If you don't necessarily want your AC on, but you need some airflow, it's perfect for that.
I'm a big airflow person, so I love that. Next, we have our little office set up. So I had originally really wanted a dinette because I enjoy sitting down at the table and eating together. But this table is impossible to do that at. The only seats that are really usable are the end seats. The inside, our legs all get tangled and bumped into each other. And we don't have big kids. We have young kids for the most part. I mean, they're like mid-age kids.
Yeah.
And they do not fit.
Yeah, look, this is my hand. Just to show you, that's not very deep. That's less than a foot deep. And it is not comfortable at all.
So we really quit sitting at this pretty fast. But the positive side of this is it makes a great little office area. So I sit here during the day, Matt sits over there during the day, and then the boys have a lap desk, and sometimes they just lay it on the couch and they sit on the couches where it's more comfortable. But I work here all day, and Matt works there all day, and works pretty good. When we travel, we box these up in their original boxes to keep them safe, and put them up in underneath here so that it keeps them nice and safe. But that's the office. So glamorous. Okay, on to the boys' room. Okay, I said onto the boys' room. We're going to talk about this little mini hallway real quick. So I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. It's extremely narrow right here. The next time I go to buy a camper, I will not be buying a camper that has a wall this close to the door. When we were modifying the boys' room, we had to completely disassemble the couch that came out of the mid bunk and carry it through this tiny hallway. We ended up putting it in the slide out. You should have seen me and Matt doing gymnastics to get that couch through this teeny tiny entrance. So I would not recommend getting one that had a door and right into the kids' room, which that's another thing. This exit door enters right into the boys' room. So that's kind of...
And also, you notice this slide out is right here.
Yeah, it blocks it.
Yeah, when this slide out is in, you cannot get to this, the whole back of the RV. You can't get to it with this slide out in.
Yeah, because this slide out comes to about right there, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and then the other one comes right there with it, so they're not far apart.
So that's definitely a little bit of a design flaw, because if you want to eat on the road, you can't get to your fridge without opening it up. So that's a little bit. But there is an outdoor fridge, so you could put things out there. But something else that we modified pretty quick was the night that we got home, there was a gas shock right here that lifts the stairs, and it malfunctioned. And so Matt had to remove it. And there was this large housing that went around it right here. And every time I would come in and out of here, especially like if I'm carrying groceries or things like that, I would bump into it. So one day I said, do we need that? Can you just take it off? And he did. So that's gone. And when we took it off, it did leave the screw holes behind, and there is no trim here. So it is what it is. But it kind of shows you like there was something there. It's not there now.
We'll put it back before we sell it.
Yeah. And then this thing here is my favorite. I made Matt hang it up. This is my boys' height chart. So it starts when they're a little bitty and it goes till now. And I will have it forever. It's got their heights on it, their best friends' heights on it, their cousins' heights on it. And it's just a fun little memory. We've had it since they were teeny tiny babies. So I was like, it's got to come with us. So Matt found a good place for it, and it's secure. It hasn't moved since he put it in.
It's the only thing holding this wall up.
Yeah. Okay, we got the boys' room. When we were looking for campers, we really wanted a space that the boys could call their own. This is a drop-down bunk that our youngest son sleeps on, and then we took the couch out of here, and we added a mattress and a frame here, a twin frame. Matt had to cut and modify all of these. This is a normal twin-size mattress cut down, and it's the normal one that came with it was probably like, I don't know, maybe that thick. It's a teddy bear mattress, so it wasn't going to work for full-time living, that's for sure. There is no hanging storage in this bedroom, which is kind of a bummer. That's the only thing I don't necessarily love about this room. All they have is a dresser. They do have these top cabinets, but as you can see, they don't have anything. Like if I was trying to get stuff, it would have to be like right here. But my boys are shorter than me, so it wouldn't work too well to hang up their stuff. So we just fold everything. Got their artwork and their disco lights.
Yeah. Because
they're still boys, little young boys, and they still love their stuff. So the big major modification is this right here.
Yeah.
This was originally a mini fridge.
Yeah, it's like a cooling drawer at the bottom. So right here, there was a cooling drawer down here. And it would come on and off every time we moved. And it would actually leak condensation into this storage compartment back there. Not much, but a tiny bit. I don't want any leak. I don't want any water in there. So we were shedding weight anyway, so we just were like, we never use it. Let's get rid of it. So we got rid of it. In doing that, there was also a smaller vent up above it, and that's the return air for the furnace. Problem is that behind this, there was no filter, which there never is in an RV. But behind this, if you can see, is all your plumbing, electrical, everything. And right down there is your tanks, your black and gray tanks for the bathroom. And it would smell so bad sometimes. And it would come straight into here. And so it actually got so bad at one point that we just shut their room down, opened their windows, and they slept in the living room on the couches. Because we're like, I gotta put the filter back. But anyway, we were like, we don't want you guys sleeping in here. Until I did this, where I put that thick filter in there to kind of help with the smell. And we switched tank treatments too. So we switched to liquefied tank treatment instead of RV Digest It. And the liquefied tank treatments work amazing. The combination of those two things really helped out with the smell. But before that, there was a point where I was ready to get rid of this camper just based on that. Problem is, most mid-bunk fifth wheels have it in here, in the kids' room. Even the Brinkleys, which I checked, we looked at one. So I thought surely they wouldn't do it. There's no way to get out of it if you got a mid-bunk. I don't think. Kind of sad. I don't know why they do it. But if you're listening, which I know you're not, change it.
Come up with a better design. Now that we're done with the boys' room, we're going to head upstairs and show you around up there. Almost fell.
Trace stairs.
Yes, there are 3 stairs, which are the bane of my existence. So here in the hallway, we have a coat rack that we do use as a coat rack sometimes, but mostly we use it for my purse, his hat, and our keys, which is perfect for the keys. And then right here is our control panel. I hate this thing. I love that it is still kind of old school with all the switches and buttons instead of super electronic. However, it is in the wrong place. So when we come in the front door, we have to go up the stairs to turn on the main lights. These are the 3 switches right here. And why is it up here? Because we have to go up the stairs and then turn lights on.
Granted, and then go back down the stairs.
Yeah, and then go back down the stairs. There are some switches down there that we could turn on, but they're not the main lights. We also have our thermostats right here, which is also something I kind of gripe about, because this window, when it is open, it gets very hot right here. And so it will turn off the air conditioner or turn off the heater when it doesn't need to be off or on, things like that. So that's one thing I wish that this was not located in this tiny hallway where it can't get airflow, because it doesn't accurately read the temperature.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just reading the temperature for the hallway, not for the living room or the kitchen. And so it needs to either be down there, or I saw that you could get remote temperature sensors and connect to it and run the wires down there. And that way it's sensing the temperatures down there, even though the thermostat's up here.
So, I mean, it's not a huge inconvenience, but it does bother me sometimes. Especially when it's like really cold downstairs. And then it's like 90 degrees right here in this little hallway because the sun's beaming in right here.
Yeah, it could be 20 degrees difference.
Yeah.
But we have generator prep.
And then an inverter. And then this is also where your fuse box is at.
Yeah, breaker box and fuse box is down there.
Bathroom time. Welcome to the small but mighty bathroom.
It is small but mighty.
This bathroom is not, it's like your typical RV bathroom. It is not huge, but it has a lot of good storage packed into a little space. And one of the things that I really was looking for when I was looking at RVs is a toilet that's off center, like a little bit crooked.
Yeah, diagonal.
That way it gives me plenty of space around where I'm sitting. A lot of the models, it will be straight on inside of a cubby, or it'll be like weirdly up against the sink. So it kind of, I didn't like those. I didn't enjoy those. I like the space this gives. In here, I usually leave this door open and I'll shut our bedroom door so that I don't feel quite so closed in. The big shower.
It is, so it's only a 30 by 42 inch shower. So it's not super big, but it actually feels a little bit bigger than the curved shower we had in our old one. Our old one was actually a little bigger, but the way it was curved, it just didn't feel very big. It's actually a really nice, solid shower, one piece. The door, I mean, it's kind of annoying. It's always dirty. We don't even try to clean it because there's no reason to. The track gets cleaned once in a while, but it's hard to clean. I'm guessing a shower curtain would be better, but I don't want to rip all this stuff out.
Has a skylight?
So, it does has a skylight. I am 5'10" for reference, and I've got plenty of room. So it came with the Oxygenics shower head, which is awesome because that's what I wanted to put in there anyway.
I also like that it's not sky high.
Yeah, it's super low to the ground. So it's basically just like a house, you know, easy to step up in and out of.
Our last camper was up on a pedestal, the shower, and so when I was getting out of it, I was always a little bit scared that I was going to twist my ankle because I have really bad ankles. So I was always scared that I was going to twist my ankle and fall or something like that. So this one's nice because it's just right there. So this camper has quite a bit of storage. This is my one storage find that I'm so proud of. It is an office supply holder, but I use it for our toothbrushes and our toothpaste, and then our floss goes in here, and then we have this little upper tray that usually the timer sits in there, and then I don't know, it wasn't meant for toothpaste storage, but it's perfect for it. So that's one of the finds at Walmart that I really personally enjoy. We got baskets here with things that they don't slide around. We got 3 drawers of storage here. Under the sink has lots of storage. So we can store toilet paper in there. Also, this is the RV toilet treatment that Matt was talking about. Yeah. The liquefied. This is the only treatment we got that seemed to work for us. So I do recommend this one. The Secret storage. This one makes me so excited. I'm such a weirdo. I love storage. This is such a cool feature to me. Everything fits in here so nicely. It has these little bungees to keep things from falling. I found these baskets at Walmart because every time we were moving before, things would kind of fall and they would kind of keep this drawer from coming out all the way. Not a problem since I put these little guys in here. It keeps everything in there nice and securely. Then we have the toilet paper holder.
That's my favorite thing.
Which is full of empty paper rolls.
It is. That's my fault.
Which is crazy to me because right underneath it is the trash can.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, which is amazing because our last camper did not have that, and we did have a toilet trash can sitting out to the side, and it was very inconvenient, always in the way. So this is really nice. So let's move on to the master bedroom. Here's our master. It came with a king-size mattress. We switched it out for our queen size. When we did that, you can kind of see where the king used to be because this panel was not here before. Matt added that with that leftover material we talked about before. The mattress used to come out all the way.
Yeah, it was all the way right here. And so if you can imagine, it came to the edge of this nightstand. And I mean, I had to squeeze to get by it here and over there. Had to squeeze to get by it.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah. So a queen size, an actual residential queen size mattress is what we use. It's old school. Yeah. It's like older than dirt.
But it works.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable, and we can sleep much better on it than anything that's been in here before.
Yeah.
We keep our clothes in this dresser, and then we have a nice big closet. You can see in here that there's plenty of room for more clothes. We just don't bring that many because I don't want to do that much laundry, first of all. Second of all, the weight. So when we first started moving in here, we did have to put a lot more clothes in here, and it immediately broke this curtain rod. So Matt had to modify it with a little bit of support because we found out they did not attach the supports up in here. So Matt had to do that for us, and that is sturdy and is not going anywhere. This is where we store our empty boxes for our computer monitors and just anything that is in the way. Just throw it in there. I do want to show you one of Matt's favorite little add-ons that he did.
You ever wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, dang, I am hungry. I need a snack. Have I got a solution for you? Check this out. So I'm laying here, snoozing away. Wake up. Dang, I'm hungry. Boom. Instant snack drawer. Got my can of spinach. Got my Slim Jims. No worries. All right.
And it's fingerprinted, so I can't get into it.
Nobody can get into my snack drawer. Okay? Nobody.
It's a great bonus.
It is.
I guess the last thing on our tour would be the washer and dryer.
Yeah.
So this is an add-on that we purchased when we bought our RV. This is my favorite thing, probably. I don't know. I've said my favorite thing 3-4 times, I think.
In the deal, it actually wasn't in a deal at all, but we just tacked on the price of the washer and dryer installed onto the price of the camper. I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend having a dealer install it either. I recommend finding somebody that actually knows how to install them because I've had to pull them out and reinstall them to fix it all. So
there was a lot of extra stuff in there that did not need. So I left a load of laundry in here so you guys can see what the capacity is. Or actually, Matt did this time. Matt left a load of laundry.
See if she can do it without dropping any of it.
Probably not.
I can't. Boom. That's a lot.
So that one was pretty full.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you get some clean, get some washed. And, got a couple pairs of jeans in here, a couple towels. So it's pretty good amount. We can actually get this top in there. We have another blanket that's really thick that we can actually fit in there. No problem. There's nothing in here. Oh, I did drop something.
2319.
But there's nothing in here that we can't wash in the washer, which is amazing because I'm not the kind of person that's going to want to find a laundry mat in every town we go to wash our clothes.
Yeah, we hate laundromats. So we've used them before, but
they make
we hate
me nervous.
Yeah, they don't make me nervous. It just annoys me.
No, not like bed bugs. That's what makes me nervous because I don't know who's using them.
Yeah.
So what if there's a bed bug in the machine and then it gets in my bedding? That's why I get nervous. It's not because like it's a shady place or whatever. It's because of bugs.
Gotcha.
But here's all of our washer dryer stuff on movie day. We put this in the floor. And then we have our shell collection. Didn't know we would be shell collecting people till we got here, and now we're obsessed.
Yeah. I have a problem.
I would say he's obsessed. This is my favorite one.
The first angel wings we found.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So that is our full RV tour on the inside. Yep. We'll have to do the outside another day. But if you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any, what is it you say? Questions, comments, or snide remarks, leave them in the comments below.
Yep.
We can take it.
If you want any more information about it, or if you're looking to buy one and you want to buy this one, leave that comment too.
I didn't think about this until just now, so I will say this. We have been pretty open and honest about all the issues that we've had with this camper, but I will say that overall, we do enjoy living in this camper.
Yeah.
We do enjoy the things that we've gotten to do because we have this camper. It's just frustrating when you spend so much money and you get such poor quality of work.
Yeah.
But I will say we have really enjoyed living in this camper. It makes it very homey, very easy to live in this camper. It's not... I don't feel like the kids are crawling on top of me. I feel like we all have space. We all have a way to get away if we need a minute. So
yeah,
that is definitely a positive of living in this particular camper.
Yeah, because I mean, it realistically, it has, the kitchen is its own space. So whoever's in the kitchen doing whatever they're doing has their own personal space. The living room has its own personal space. The boys' room is its own space. And this bedroom up here is its own space. And it's because of the sideways bed that's in the slide out, you get all this floor space.
Yes, because our last camper was that big.
Yeah.
I mean, to walk around the edge of
Yeah.
the front. So this is very, very nice.
Yeah, it is, and honestly, it is an extremely livable camper. Like, I don't mind, honestly, I don't mind living in it at all,
Right. Yeah.
you know?
And maybe if we weren't traveling in it full time, it wouldn't have had some of the issues that it did. But because we are pulling it full time, we were needing more from it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what made the problems worse or show up faster, but I will say that we have enjoyed this camper.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's, I don't mind working on it either. I love working.
He likes
So.
piddling and Phil farting around.
Yeah, I like doing all these projects, and we're probably, when we get back home, we're going to have more projects to do, bigger projects. I have a feeling we're going to have to do some surgery on it. So we will film all of it though, if we end up doing it.
But that's it from me.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. If we think of something, we'll film it.
Tell you next
And
time.
we'll tell you. Yep.
We do appreciate everybody that's been following our journey, and if you would like to subscribe, we would appreciate that. Anytime that we get an extra subscriber, we get a little ego boost. It makes us feel like we're actually doing something worth our time.
Yeah.
So if you want to subscribe, that would be great.
So we hope you like this video, and if you want to see more RV tours,
Too bad, because we only have one.
yeah, true, because we can't find a show close to us to do more tours.
We appreciate everybody watching, and have a good night.
Yep. See you later.